have been live. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm back in Jamaica, and I want to make a video because I'm inspired right now. I'm going to be going live more often in January because my book is coming out. I'm in March. Right now, tentatively, it's called Full Money. It's 400 pages of everything I've learned about money over the last, let's say, decade. It took me 6 years to write the book, so I'm really excited to bring it to you. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Right now, what I'm talking about is since I've been traveling, I've learned some lessons about finding the right people that will make you rich. So I'm going to talk about that in my living room. This is where I grew up in Jamaica. And if you're just joining, you should comment because if enough people comment, I'm actually going to do a house tour, show you guys what it looks like. However, we'll save that for another day. Right now, this is my living room. Right there is where I used to play FIFA for 6 hours on a Saturday. I would get up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and play until 2 because, you know, that's what kids do. But yes, if you're just joining us, welcome in. Tell me where you're watching from. But let's get into it. Okay, so the first person that you need to be around whenever you start networking with people. One, let me just say before I actually talk about networking, is when you start thinking about networking, you need to realize that your biggest leverage in networking is actually becoming someone that's valuable to the marketplace, right? So if you have nothing to offer to someone who's rich, then why would they want to network with you? Why would they give you their number? Think about this. If I spent all my time trying to meet people, then had nothing to offer them, my first impression would be, hey, this person just wants to meet people. But if I spend all my time becoming someone valuable, someone like Joe Rogan, someone like Elon Musk, someone like Mark Zuckerberg, you name it, whatever. Then when you get a call from these people, even if you don't like them, doesn't matter. When you get a call from these people, you're at least going to answer because of who they have become. Not because they're trying to network, but because they focus on who they want to become first. Right? So that's the first thing that you actually need to think about before you start networking. But once you have that down, then the rest of the video will make sense, right? Because then now, once you meet these people, you actually have something to offer. Cool? Cool. Oh, tell me if you like my walking stick, by the way. It's a nice little thing I'm working on. Have a have a thing to go to later. Who's that? Who's that? Jaden? What's up, bro? Yo, what's up? Okay, we're talking about like the people that you need to meet in life. Okay, so the first, you need to connect with lawyers. Lawyers know how the world works. They know the loopholes, right? They know who to talk to. They know what the law says and what it doesn't say. They know how to connect you with different people because think about this. If you're a really good lawyer in any country, who talks to you? The business owners, the politicians, the entrepreneurs, the insurance agents, they all need lawyers. So lawyers are some of the most connected people. And if that lawyer doesn't know the person that you're asking for, guess what? They probably know someone who does because lawyers work with everybody. Everybody needs a lawyer. It's sick, bro. Hey, Jaden, guess where I am actually? I'm actually back home in Jamaica. So this is my living room. So welcome in. If you're just joining us, tell me where you're watching from. Don't be silent. Leave a like, but importantly, tell me where you're watching from. I'm in Jamaica. Where are you? Okay, talk to me. Talk to me. Don't be silent. Don't be boring. Right? What's up? What's up? NIE. NIE. Is that an acronym for somewhere? Don't be boring. Come on in. Tell me where you're watching from. Jaden is the number one top fan right there. Cool guy. Glad you're back here, bro. Okay, so that's the first person. You have to connect with lawyers. Okay. Next person that you have to connect with is electricians. Anybody that works as a blue collar job, these are people who know so many things about the community, the layout. If you want to get into real estate, they know where all the buildings are. If you want to go and find a good restaurant, they know where all of them are. They know what this building does. They know how much this building is worth. Why? Because everybody needs an electrician. Everybody, right? So then if power goes down or if there's a plumbing issue, guess what? Plumbers know where plumbers have to go there and they have to get there like tonight, right? So then if you're a good plumber, you always get called to the most expensive places, the worst parts of the city, the best parts of the city. Politicians need them, lawyers need them, engineers need them. Businesses need them. Politicians need them. The government needs them. Politicians are actually next on the list. However, plumbers, electricians, you really need to connect with these people. Whenever you start networking, think about these people. Again, if you're coming in, tell me where you're watching from. Don't be silent. We're talking about the people that you need to network with as you start traveling, as you start living up your life. Very important that you think about these things before you actually need it, because the first step that we talked about, obviously, is becoming someone that's more valuable. Once you actually done that, then the next person that you're going to want to meet is a lawyer. Get to know lawyers. Then get to know electricians and plumbers. What you say? I'm not English. Okay, where you watching from? If you understand. Or which language? Donde? I don't remember how to say where are you from in French. Où êtes-vous? I think so. I know a little bit of French. That's pretty much all I know actually. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Come on in, people. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm Kyrgyzstan. 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 Okay. I'm gonna bet that I'm not the only one in the chat that doesn't know where Kyrgyzstan is or what country Kyrgyzstan is from. Or maybe that was a typo. Or do you mean to say Pakistan? Because that would make sense. I know where Pakistan is. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you're watching from. Okay. So then after you meet plumbers and electricians, after you meet lawyers, the next people that you want to meet, oh, Kyrgyzstan. Okay, cool. I don't know where that is actually. I'm actually gonna have to look that up. Let me actually take a screenshot of that so I can remember to look. Let me see. All right, I saved it. Okay, cool. I saved it. Kyrgyzstan. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I've actually talked to someone from Kyrgyzstan on this live. So you're a first. Make sure that you subscribe, by the way. But you're from Kyrgyzstan. That's a first. Congratulations for being the first. That's so cool. That's why I like doing this, because we meet people from all over the world, from England, from Australia, from Greece, from Ghana, from Saudi Arabia, and now from Kyrgyzstan, which is a new country I'm going to have to look up after this live. Okay, lawyers, first people, blue collar workers, electricians, plumbers, those people, you're going to want to meet them wherever you are. The next people, I kid you not, connect with bartenders. Bartenders. This is an unconventional one, but since I've been traveling, I'm telling you, bartenders are some of the most knowledgeable people in any city because most people drink. You know, every now and then you'll meet someone that says, "Oh no, I don't drink," and everybody will be like, you know, as if it's a sickness. But most people drink, right? So then, if you're actually thinking about bartenders, if there is a popular bar, the bartender in that bar knows everybody. They've seen the president's son, right? They've seen the rich person that pulled up in a Porsche. They know their name, right? They've seen the police officer, the police commissioner. The bartender knows them. That bartender knows everybody. And especially, I tell you this, men, if that bartender is an attractive female, you are more likely, I'll phrase it this way. I would encourage you to befriend her rather than try to take her out on a date. Why? Because that lady is an asset. And if you want to collect assets, keep friends like that in your life. Lawyers, plumbers, electricians, and attractive bartenders. Obviously, male bartenders too, but you know, female bartenders do get a lot more approached a lot more. Generally, that's the world that we live in. Good evening from Brazil. Brazil! What's up? What's up? You're from Guatemala. Oh, shoot. What's up? What's up? Brazil, Brazil, what's up? Okay, can I tell you something about Brazil? If you comment in, tell me where you're watching from. That's what people are doing. So tell me where you're watching from. Don't be boring. Tell me where you're watching from. Okay. So I can tell you something about Brazil. I'm actually going to be in Jamaica for a couple of months. The next place I'm going to, don't tell anybody, is Sao Paulo. So I'll be in your country soon. Yeah, I'm going back to Sao Paulo for the second time in a year. So that shows you how much I've actually enjoyed Brazil. Brazil was a wonderful place. Wonderful place. I spent 6 months there and I'm going back. So there you go. Okay. Sorry, someone's at the door. What's up? Oh, I don't know whose car that is. No, I don't know whose car that is. They're doing construction out there. I don't know whose car that is, my brother. No. So they're doing construction at the front of the house. What they're trying to do, they're trying to find out whose car is out there so that they don't actually scrape the car. But I don't know whose car it is, so they're probably going to get scraped. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to be in Brazil. Right. Um, So I know that you guys also have Carnival in February. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss Carnival. That's a little sad because Carnival was actually a lot of fun when I went. So, that's the downside. I've never been to Guatemala though. Who was from Guatemala? Aaron. Did I get it right? Did I get the spelling right? Valdez. Aaron Valdez. Did I get that right? If he's still here. If you're joining us, tell me where you're watching from. The next person that you want to meet as you're trying to network. Okay, so go from bartenders, go from lawyers, electricians, plumbers. After you meet bartenders and baristas at cafes, you also want to meet baristas at cafes. After you meet those people, and these are really great people, you're going to want to meet all of the people who are in tech. Everybody that's in tech, you should get to know them. Get to know them. Why? Because the future of the world is in tech. So they know where the world is going. And they're already ahead of the curve. Just imagine, okay, then think about this. Imagine if you knew someone like Bill Gates when he was in high school. Wouldn't you have wanted to know him? Yeah, probably. Right? So then if you see a couple people doing tech in your high school, in college, in your hometown, those are some of the people that you should network with. And I'm not saying that you should go and just, try to get information out of them or just try to be fake with them. No, make genuine connections. Find out about people, what their interests are. You know, if, for example, the lawyer friend likes to play pickleball, don't always talk to them about, lawyer stuff. Go talk to them about pickleball. Invite them out to a pickleball game or go learn to play pickleball with them, right? Get them a pickleball racket if you want to get them a gift, etc. Don't just try to take from people. Actually try to get genuine connections because the more genuine connections you have, the more valuable, again, you'll be, right? That's how you stay connected. One of the lessons that I've learned since traveling, because as you're traveling, see, I have met people like this in Jamaica, in the USA, all over South America, right? I know club owners, I know politicians, I know lawyers, I know tech people, managers of big firms, right? And one of the things that you find as you're meeting these people is that most people are the same. Most people just want to have a good time. They want to talk about their family, right? They want to be happy. They want people to think that they're cool. Most people are the same. And if you can give that to people, trust me, you're going to have an easier time networking. Okay. Hope this live helped you. I'm going to put this up because I'm going to go live more often. I promise you, come January. But I'm going to go because I just had lunch and I'm kind of tired. You know what it is. After you eat, you get tired. But I'm going to be in the gym also. So I'll probably try to make some content from there as well. And yeah, thank you always. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. But I always appreciate you guys watching, okay? All right, people. Peace out.